Recording is on.
All right. Welcome to the CC Music Listening Party, where we listen to and watch Creative Commons music and music videos. We'll be here for the next hour, rocking out, and maybe half falling asleep to some ambient if we play any. Anyway, we're going to get it started. Brand new video came out this week, and I'll get things popping off while we're searching for our other links, getting everything all straight. Doug let me know where to find his bands of the week, so I'm gonna go look at that in the meantime, and try to get a couple of videos for him because he's mobile today. All right, let's check this out. Boom. All right, and we're back. And Long John's muted, just FYI. All right.
All right.
Excellent. So yeah, rocking out to some brand new music that popped up on my YouTube feed that's now paying dividends since I've been adding to it for a while. So I was able to just grab that one on the fly. Good. And I was digging it. Um, yeah, man. So do you have anything you want to play?
Give me a sec. I almost got it figured.
Okay, cool, no problem. I'm gonna jump into the next one that I have lined up, and then give you a little more time. And I'm still looking through Doug's stuff too, so I'm chasing him down on Twitter to get his band list. So I'll do that as well. I feel like I'm really DJing right now. Like
Yeah.
supposed to come in and on the side.
Yeah, no doubt. Any callers? Any callers?
Any callers, what do you want to hear? What do you want to hear?
Yeah. We're opening up the phone lines.
Let's jump into this.
All right.
All right,
Yeah.
we're back. Another Insta classic.
Yeah. That had
Floating through the
Axe vibes to it or something.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
great.
Yeah, man. Floating through the atmosphere in the clouds with that one. Keep going.
Yeah. Sounded very periodical. It sounded like a period piece. That was
Period piece for
felt
college
like
radio.
night.
For late 80s,
Yeah.
90s college radio. That's what I'm
Yeah, man.
and that's always a good thing.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, man. So whenever you after you upload the video into the and it's playing, if you could pop the URL into the chat as
Okay.
well, that way, and I'm gonna add it to our list. We have a list that we keep of what we play every week, and then I'll just pop it in there real quick while it's playing.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Excellent.
All right. Well, you want to give her a go or what?
Yeah, man, let's do it.
Let's see what happens. All right. And then I guess that means I got to paste.
Yep.
All right. Let's see how it goes.
All right.
He was a criminal mastermind, one this province had never seen before. He was a criminal mastermind, one this province had never seen before. Michael Cernick, dubbed the Yuletide Bandit, was a calculated criminal, spending weeks, even months, planning his crimes.
Charles with Forrest, I ran and ran. I ain't got no friends, but I have a plan. Reds and blue, cops wanna chat. Tools in my pack, what you doing with that? No priors mean a white man war. I'm ready to die. Outline in charge, whip and shame. My noble talk. Now read the paper, ignore the fall. Hands are clam, but my grip is short. I'm so managed, and they're insecure. Shit is real. SIR, scattering in, hammering palm. Drugs and rails running my mind. Perhaps I'm insane. Stash another ride. Tell the banks all been.
These were called shortly after 1 p.m. when the assailant opened fire on a security court guard.
First arrival. First shot.
No news for y'all is a sign to stop it. Trap moves up, pull out my shotgun. Up in the village, full-page Star Wars. Ammunition, stolen from Walmart. Inhibition, the way of the dodo. Big in my eyes, I'll make y'all crawl. The Utah bandit behind the barrel. I ain't trying to kill him.
We didn't get rich off this. We had various issues, obsessive compulsive, OCD, that sort of thing. And he spoke very candidly about almost pulling this off to test himself, to give him something to do, something to strive
I'm
for.
in love with her. She loved the drugs in Chinatown. At the rubbing tub. I'm on no sleep. I'm on pins and needles. Watch girls running. Hear them screaming. A bag of blow. A box of shells. Frosted glass. The cop who fell. Took their money. I took their bullets. I did what you want. I did what you couldn't. This place alone. And it made me like. They think I'm crazy. All the hate inside. I won't surrender. Can't make you try. She ain't want my hand. They have to take my life.
Michael Cernick, dubbed the Yuletide Bandit, was a calculated criminal, spending weeks, even months, planning his crimes. In the span of 7 years, he committed 8 store break-ins, 9 armored car heists, and 11 armed bank robberies, 28 thefts, stumping police, and terrorizing Winnipeggers until his arrest in 2002.
Nice. I like that. You got like a hybrid of like classic industrial, electro-industrial with straight up rap on top of it, which is I think a combo I don't think I've ever heard. I know not that style. I've heard on Meat Beat Manifesto did a rap-esque lyrics over industrial break beats, but I don't think I've ever heard anyone rap over that more like the more I don't know how to say, just more like 80s drum machines and the synth lines like that, like less noise and more polished. But I like that. That's an interesting combo. Definitely like that.
Yeah, the two tracking his own vocal style, like going line for line with himself. That was kind of weird too, right?
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, I really like that.
yeah.
It's more of a
Yeah, I like that a lot more. The second time I saw it, I liked it even more than the first time I saw it. It kind of seemed a little messy with the first time I saw it, and then it made a lot of sense this time. It was like, yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, I feel that's a good one for multiple listens. It takes because it's a sound that I haven't heard before. It's gonna take me a minute to sink into what's going on, and then I'm gonna want to go re-listen to it again now that I've absorbed what I'm actually listening to. It's sort of like front 242 style industrial, with some rap with a dope rap over, man. Yeah, cool combo, man. Nice fusion. Excellent.
Yeah.
I dug into Doug's Twitter. And he was listening to Spread Joy this week, so I don't think he played this specific Spread Joy before. So I'm gonna pop this on for Doug, and then I'll come back and play my pick. And if Head Snack wants to jump in at any time and play anything, feel free, man. Just jump on or whatever. I don't know if you might be mobile or whatever, but thanks for joining today. We'll bless your ears.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Excellent. Yeah, man, I like Spread Joy a lot. I follow them as well. I know Doug follows them. I'm also into them. So I'm definitely up for any new Spread Joy that's coming out at any time. That one's a little bit older, but I feel like Doug played, there was a double, of course, that was a 2-4 right there. So I think he played the first of those two, but I don't remember seeing the second part before. So sort of old, sort of new. So there we go, whatever. It's good. So that's all that matters to me personally.
Another period piece.
Yeah.
Totally just could have completely existed in another time comfortably.
Definitely. Yeah. I guess I'm old because I gravitate to a lot of those, but I mean, I have an open mind for new stuff too, but yeah, it's like definitely a period.
Well, I like how that stuff didn't just get left in the past. You know, it was like it wasn't just a blip on the course of music. It added to the conversation and stayed with it. You know.
Yes. Yeah. Respect the people who are keeping the old sounds alive for real. Yep. Because once it's been established, it's great.
Yeah,
like
like.
go to it. I'm definitely.
Yeah, like rock and roll.
I make a lot of period pieces myself.
Yeah, it reminded me.
It
reminded me of early Evo.
Yes. Yeah.
That jangly. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that Mongoloid shit.
Yes. Love it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's good stuff.
Hey, Snack, do you have anything that you want to play, or are you in a position where you can even play anything?
Yeah, no, I'm just going to be listening for today.
All right, cool.
Thanks though.
All right, I'm going to send this one out to Japan. This is going out to Potsy and Cheese. This is a producer from their neck of the woods. They cover this region for the yearly CC Music Awards, so they already know about this group, but I didn't play this. Well, I don't think it's a group. I think it's a person, but I played one of the other videos before. It's a short one. Kind of experimental but interesting. Not even sure what genre it is, but maybe even cutting edge.
仲間に入れてこなかった笑顔のあの日の僕キュッと抱きしめてね見ちゃいけないとわかってたのにこんな自分に嘘をついて帰ってきたから笑う肉をかき分けて見つけ出した僕をいじめたあの子と同じフレームの中今助けるよ僕はあの日を
shit is out there, man.
Holy fuck! Did you hear that mix? Like, could you imagine trying to compose that? Oh my god!
I think we're dealing with artificial intelligence there. Definitely the vocals. I think are there's jazz in there.
Thank Christ.
The real guitars, I think, but is it made in MIDI? But it sounds real, like samples or something. I'm not sure what's going on, but it's crazy, dude. I love it. It's so crazy. Oh man. I dig it.
I hope it was AI because Jesus, that if a human did that, like move over Dr. Dre. Like, holy Christ.
Yeah, there's a program that sings for you like that. If you type in the lyrics, but I forget the name of it. That's probably a couple of them by now, but it might be. Yeah, I don't remember. I forget. I remember I used to know that, but yeah, man, definitely interesting. Definitely a lot of time. I think it's like putting like a puzzle together. I think like over a long period of time for like a 2-minute video, like kind of like creating animation. I feel like it sounds like something like that. Like that would take a long time. I don't know. I could be wrong. But
and the final sum of like all that effort is still just kind of like why? Like, you know, like that's the frustrating part. It's like, you know, it's like there's just so much going into it for what?
Yeah, I don't know. It would actually make good music for a commercial because it's so happy and like upbeat, and it sounds like something that might go for the right fit. It could be a really good commercial background music.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, that's just like you hear that and you just think like the wildest Japanese like you know futurism and you know
exactly. No, it would be perfect. But for all I know, they do sell or they do license it out, like some of their songs. Maybe that's what they're into. I don't know. I don't have any background on the person. I just their stuff keeps popping up, and every time I click on it, it's crazy, crazier than last time. So I dig it. Crazy in a good way. But yeah. Oh man, it's super happy too. I love that. How crazy happy it is. It's ridiculously happy. I feel like stuffed animals are gonna come alive and start dead at any moment. But yeah. So
totally.
I dug back into Doug's list, and he has a band called Yoko, which is coming up as Zaviria Mina. So I think this is the band that he was listening to. So we're gonna go for it. It sounds like something Doug might listen to. So I think we're good. Hopefully, we're in the right lane here. I'm just kind of like trying to grab. Okay, now my screen's blocked. It's not letting me grab it. Okay, let's try this. But there we go. So yeah, we'll pop this on and see. This one's for Doug because
I see we got the 1981 edition of the show today. I think the whole show could have occurred between 79 and 82.
It's happening by accident, but yes, every single song is a throwback, pretty much. Yes.
That's awesome. Yeah, that was great, man.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if that's the same band. I'm having trouble. I was researching it at the same time, and I'm having trouble finding anything else under Yelko that's Creative Commons or anything anywhere on Bandcamp. So I'm not sure. I might not. That might even not be the right group, but whatever. I still enjoyed it. So,
it was still great. Yeah.
Later, if that was even right. Whatever. It was good. Yeah, man. You have anything else for us?
Yeah, I got one queued up. Let's see if I can do this again, man.
Yeah.
This is powerful. It's a powerful feeling, buddy. All right, let's see. So here, I'm gonna have to spoil the whole the period. I mean, if this took place between 79 and 82, I'd hate to give these guys credit for being ahead of their time. This is purely for enjoyment purposes. Let's see what we got here. This is YYC's Finest, which is Calgary, Alberta. So we'll see we'll touch the pulse of the hip hop scene in Calgary, Alberta, see what kids are up to.
Excellent.
More racks, I ain't frontin', bitch, it's no cap. I just hit a lick, bitch, it's nothing, it's like 4 bands. It's explicit, bitch, I tuck it on the whole track. Hoes be on my dick, with that kick, the shit gets thrown back. No cap, why you capping pockets so fat? Richer by the minute, talking digit, bitch, it's no cap. No cap, bitch, it's no cap. You ain't talking money, I don't listen with your broke ass.
Goddamn, Ellie really got the cash flow. Hit it, then I quit it, left her tripping like my last hoe.
Staying with the VVs, diamonds, dazzle, bitch, a dance though. Smoking niggas, talking, light them up just like a candle.
Fucking bitches like a crook up in his castle. Late no running when the bullets coming through the glass though.
Cop a bag of flip it, only walk towards the band's hoe. Shit, they yakking reckless, stepping bow like where's your chance though?
100 round, I'm talking. If I catch an opposite, but Henny not no vodka sipping. Scissor from the doctor in his beef. I get the guy to get the strap, I get the chopper, baby girl. She call me father, even though she not my daughter. Got my bands up like the lottery. These niggas ain't as hot as me. I might just turn a drug to a motherfucking robbery. I got a lot, I gotta be this rapping. Yes, I gotta be the best one in my city, and I might see like a hockey rink.
More racks, I ain't frontin', bitch, it's no cap. I just hit a lick, bitch, it's nothing, it's like 4 bands. It's explicit, bitch, I tuck it on the whole track. Hoes be on my dick, with that kick, the shit gets thrown back. No cap, why you capping pockets so fat? Richer by the minute, talking digit, bitch, it's no cap. No cap, bitch, it's no cap. You ain't talking money, I don't listen with your broke ass. 33rd, we reppin' it, that free smoke you gettin' it. Smoke you like a guard, rash you out and then I step on it.
Counting up the presidents and flexing in my residence. The top is fucking excellent, this rapping I'm the best at it.
Bout them bands, it's evident, boy, I'm about my bread and shit. Getting in my way, then I'ma kill you, I ain't hesitant.
All about my bread and shit, the top is too intelligent. These rappers so irrelevant, I know that they be telling
Chase
shit.
the bands, watch me count it, bitch, I'm flexing. I don't fuck with niggas who be broken, can't invest in their own shit. You broke, bitch, 33rd, we posted. Nigga, we ain't homies, cause that last time you folded, I ain't really having it, and I ain't even capping, bitch. Please don't hit my line just to ask me where the package is. LA doing damage with 100 rounds, he packing shit, and I don't even understand how the fuck you manage it. More racks, I ain't frontin', bitch, it's no cap. I just hit a lick, bitch, it's nothing, it's like 4 bands. It's explicit, bitch, I tuck it on the whole track. Hoes be on my dick, with that kick, the shit gets thrown back. No cap, why you capping pockets so fat? Richer by the minute, talking digit, bitch, it's no cap. No cap, bitch, it's no cap. You ain't talking money, I don't listen with your broke ass.
All right. modern sounds for anyone who's in the 80s. There we go.
Man, I wish I had that much fucking jam when I was a little kid, man. Jesus Christ. Fuck. The audacity. Wow, cleared the room.
No problem, man. It happened. Doug was. No, Doug said he was gonna probably pop off at some point and pop back on, because he's on the move or whatever. So yeah. Oh man. Yeah, Audacity sums it up for real, definitely. Oh man.
Fuck. Yeah. Just, man. You know, when you grow up in a place like Calgary, and I guess there's no one to smack the N-word right the fuck out of your mouth as soon as you fucking say it. You know what I mean? Like you fucking little bastards.
Yep.
Man, like fucking talking into a payphone in front of a 7-Eleven, like you're just killing it in life, like just. There's nothing bigger than a 20 in that video. Like, it's the money. It's like totally all their paychecks put together.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I saw
all
the
the
champagne in there somewhere. So that's probably mom or dad's or uncle's.
Yeah. They made sure not to break the foil on the top because they had to get it back to the liquor cabinet.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Notice it was still sealed. Very good. Yeah, man.
I love that kind of shit, man. I just love it. Like just so like just swinging way harder than you're even capable.
No doubt.
Oh, fuck.
Good pick. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna drop with the next one. This is from the Surf Tones. So let's play it. I'm running. Yeah.
Was that metal?
No.
It's just a
Yeah, it's actually the Slop Tones, not the Surf Tones, but sorry surf tones and sorry slop tones, but it's okay. At the end of the day, you rock. So it's all good. Oh yeah, I see what I did. It's called.
It was Surf Tony.
Yeah, the name of the song is "Surf for the Dead," so that's why I got it mixed up. I saw "Surf for the Dead," and then my brain mixed up slop tones with "Surf of the Dead," and I went and got surf tones. So if there's no band named Surf Tones, there you go. Like Garage Band Surf Rock, that's your name. Take it from me, no problem. And yeah, man.
Yeah,
So
we got the surf dusters locally.
yeah.
Go ahead.
You know, I like taking apples and covering them and then mixing them up with some butter and some caramels, you know, and sticking lollipop sticks in the top of them this time of year, you know, getting those caramel apples going or whatever. But it just seems like so much work when you could just buy an apple and then buy a bag of caramels and then just chop up the apple into bits and then eat the caramel and apple together without all the mixing up with the butter and the cooking and all that and everything. It just seems it's like a less sloppy way to do it or whatever during this time of year. But I do like like that flavor of caramel and apple together. And you know, it makes me think that maybe if you buy caramel flavored tea and apple flavored tea, bring them together, have a sort of fall tea that I never really see that mixture. I think you have to do it yourself. I don't think anyone makes an apple caramel tea that I'm aware of. But it would also be good to drink that tea while eating caramels with it or whatever. But we'll probably leave the butter out of it. But the butter probably does make it better. But I don't know. Caramels and apples together is a pretty good mix or whatever. So back in the day,
shred it up into it. Make a smoothie.
Yes. Apple caramel smoothie would be good. Yeah. You need one of those blenders that blends micronutrients so that we can get the caramel blends properly. That's the caramel can be tricky in the blender, but
Gotta get all the nutrients out of the caramel.
Squeeze it out, man. Exactly. And that also reminds me of, you know, when I was younger, we used to take trips to Pennsylvania and we'd drive up into the mountains and they would have an apple festival there where all the apple orchards are. And they used to carve doll faces into the apples. I'm not making this up. They carve doll faces they take an apple and carve a doll face out of the apple, and then they let the apple dry naturally so it shrinks and it looked like a shrunken voodoo head apple heads like on these dolls. So there were apple head dolls for sale, and they used to freak me out, man, because they just looked like straight up like voodoo dolls or something, and it was so crazy, man. But yeah, man, the fresh apple cider that you would get at a place like that would just like blow your mind, man. How amazing it is, how good it is. But there used to be like hundreds of those apple face dolls. Like, I don't know how you even skill to develop how or why you would do that, but people are into it, man. There's a whole apple doll thing going on with real apples as the heads of the dolls, dude. It's crazy. But I love that he did this. But if anyone out there knows what I'm talking about, then I know that we could be best friends forever because this, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah. This time of year, or I'm not sure if you have orchards up there in your area, or if that's more of like the East Coast. Might be more of the East Coast, New England-y, Pennsylvania type of thing.
Our province has orchards. Yeah. Where I am, there's like wineries, but not really not a lot of fruit. But there's like a meadery. Do you know what mead is? Like it's wine made out of like honey. And then so there's like shit like that.
I've heard the term, but I don't think I've ever had it. but I've heard the term, so I'd have to try it sometime. Actually, put that on the list of things to do before I die.
yeah. It's actually that's good stuff. Yeah, we unfortunately our fruit's so good that we send it all away to everybody else, and they all buy it for like exorbitant prices, and we don't get to taste any of it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was dating a girl. And we drove up to upstate New York to do apple picking for a date. And when we got there, when we left, they searched our entire car. They opened up the trunk of our car, and they were like, it was like a drug search, but I think they were searching for apples, like because you go pick the apples, and then it's an honor system where you have to go put them on a scale and pay whatever poundage it is, or they count them or whatever. I don't remember how it was. It was high poundage, but anyway, then you paid your price. But on the way out, yeah, they like drug searched you for apples in case you didn't bring back the full amount, and you like snuck them in your car or whatever. I just thought that was kind of for apples. I was so confused.
Holy.
Are you really losing?
And that's gotta.
You have security guards going through every car, dude. It was unbelievable. Like, yeah.
Dude, and that's gotta make you question yourself. Like, what makes you look like such a shady individual that you get pulled out of the lineup at an Apple?
That's a good point. Yeah.
That guy.
I wearing flannel and a baseball hat just like everybody else. You know, when you go apple picking, you dress for it, man. You rock your flannel, put on your Dickies, like you know, that kind of thing. So, but, yeah. Exactly. I think they were checking every car. That day. I don't know, man. They must have had
That's crazy.
Something. Yeah, super weird.
That's we had a giant fucking heist here in Canada. We have the 70% of the world's maple syrup. And we have a giant warehouse, like a giant reserve. Like we have a maple syrup reserve, like with 10 years worth of maple syrup for the whole world. Like if it runs out tomorrow. And dude, someone on an inside job. Someone on an inside job heisted all this, just a shit ton of maple syrup from the inside, and like it was like $1 million worth of like maple syrup got heisted from the maple syrup reserve.
That's a movie that needs to be made. It's a bank robber movie, maple syrup for sure, and it's definitely
fuck
like
so.
Canadian centric and everything. It would be great. Get some hockey in there or whatever we do, man. Yes. Awesome.
Yeah. Like, where do you sell? Where do you sell black market maple syrup? Like I've never seen anybody on the street corner offer me that shit.
Yeah, exactly. I don't even know which direction to go, and I have a lot of maple syrup, but I don't even know where am I pawning it off to? Who's buying it? I guess they have buyers, man. Sure.
Yeah.
But that's pretty crazy, dude. That's
where are those smuggled apples going? You're just smuggling apples. Like, hey, how come that guy does the tour every day and he drives a big camper van?
It was that bad that they had to check every car. They were losing that many apples, man. They're just apples, and you have an entire orchard. I don't know, man. Pretty crazy.
I don't know. Inventory loss is internal most of the time. Someone ought to check, check themselves, man. Someone's on the inside. Man.
Are they watching the orchard at night? They're, every day from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. things can happen in the orchard, and I'm sure they do. And apples are going to get. So, are they watching at that time? I'm not sure, but it was a
things can happen in the orchard.
Yes, it's true, man.
That's fucking man. That's a song title, man. Fucking things can happen in the orchard. Like, you don't know, man. What happens at night in the orchard?
Yeah, definitely.
But who's stealing these apples?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, yeah. They're just. It's just an open field of apple trees. Anybody can just steal apples at any time. So, yeah, it's weird that they were checking. It's one of those.
Sounds like a ruse.
Yeah.
Sting operation.
Yeah. Did you ever have a glitch in the Matrix moment where like something strange happened that you can't explain? Maybe it's triggered your memory. I'll just give you an example of like one time I went camping. We were deep in the woods, and it's a place where people like on Memorial Day or the holiday, like a summer holiday, spring, fall holidays, they have a 3-day weekend, and everyone they go there and they camp. Everybody knows each other. It's private land, but so it's not strangers. Everyone has a link to everyone else, or they sort of know each other. Yeah, it's like 1 degree of separation, 2 degrees of separation among the people. So we went there, and everything was, we're like cooking food out on the fire and drinking beers and the normal stuff. And then it was late at night. I wandered off out into the field because I saw like some campers out in the flat field, and there was a fire and everything out there. So I wandered out there by myself, and when I got there, it was cool because there was a fire, and then surrounding the fire it was like a bed of sand, right? And then so it was like they dug out a huge crater, filled it with sand at the bottom, and then built like a fire pit in the middle of the sand. And then all the lawn chairs and everything, they were around in the sand. So you would go down this like 3-foot bank into this crater and then just chill out in the sand and on the chairs. They had a car at the top of the crater where they were blasting music out of the car. So you had the music going, you had the fire, and everyone. We were just talking and laughing, hanging out, having a good time. I was there for a couple hours, and then I climbed up like the 3-4 foot pit, and I wandered back to my campsite. Saw my friends or whatever, crashed out, went to sleep, woke up the next morning, and then the next morning I was like, we were leaving. So the next morning was Sunday, and then we packed up, we did our morning food routine. We packed up all of our camp tent, all of our sites. So we were getting ready to leave. So I was like, oh man, I'm going to run over. And all those dudes that I was hanging out with last night, they were so cool. Like I just met them. They were new friends. And like, I'm going to run over, say bye to them, and see, just like get the number or whatever so we can stay in touch. I walk over to the place I was. There's no crater. There's no one camping there. There is no crater with sand in it. Nothing. It's just flat field. There's nothing there. Just a flat field. And it was exactly the spot. Like it wasn't that big that I was lost or anything. I knew where I was, and I went right back to the same place. Like it was just like a football field away from where I was camping, like maybe even a half a football field. It wasn't that far. It was far, but it wasn't that far. And there was no, there was no, I can't explain what happened. I can't explain why, what that was. I don't know why I experienced that. And it was not a dream. It was 100% real. I have a clear memory of it in my mind. I can still see the car. I know what type of car it was. I remember the sand and feeling the sand. And I remember the 3-foot, it was just crazy, man. And no one can explain it to me. And I told, everyone we're camping with, I started explaining it, and they have no idea what I'm even talking about. They think I'm crazy. And there were no psychedelics involved. I was just drinking beer off the keg like everybody else, and I, just having a good time. I wasn't like seeing triple or anything. Like I was just a normal night, just camping, man. And I can't explain it. Yep, I have no. It's a true glitch in the Matrix moment. And I kind of forgot about it until I saw some glitch in the Matrix submissions through Reddit. And then some of those end up on YouTube where people read them. And I was like, oh man, that reminds me, I had a couple of these things, but that's the biggest one where it's like physical earth was like like physical things that I touched aren't there anymore. It's so crazy, man. And the car wasn't around the car that I saw, like that wasn't, I don't know, man. It was really weird. But the biggest thing is that, yeah, the ditch would not be gone. A 3-foot ditch that was like, you know, it was huge. There was a huge fire and people all around it. But I don't know. Have you ever had a glitch like that that you can remember?
Fuck, that one's pretty profound, man. And yeah, the first thing I was thinking is like I've had the similar experience, but it was that like I've done a lot of like mushrooms and acid and stuff like that, right? So like you know, I know what can happen. Like you know, all of a sudden you're like you know, talking to somebody, you're not saying anything, shit like that. And it's just like, well, fuck, how's that work? And you know, stuff like that. But yeah, I think I had one. I just had one triggered when the other week there when we went up to where we grew up in just the fucking middle of nowhere of British Columbia, and it's just like the furthest reach of North America, like as far as you can get away from other people. That's where basically where we live. And we went up there, and we saw like all our old shit was still intact, you know, like there were still like the old cabins and the old fucking barn and you know shit like that, right? And so I was like, when I saw the barn, I fucking remembered all this shit from when I was a kid. And I was like, oh fuck, I remember. So one night we were driving out there, and we had an open Jeep. Like the only way you get out there was an old army Jeep, like or horses. Like the only like it's just ruts, right? And so you're going super slow, and the whole way I could hear this fucking. It's like sounds like screaming when there's like a cougar. And it sounds like a woman fucking screaming, right? And it's in the trees above us. Like the forest is so dense that it's like above us, like the fucking whole way. You can keep hearing it shit. I'm getting more and more scared. I'm just little. And we get back to the ranch, and there was fucking pack rats or bats or something in the main house. And so we fucking went to we slept in the fucking hayloft that night. And I remember waking up in the middle of the night, dude, and it was just like a fucking movie. And there's like this cougar fucking standing right in front of a big full moon, fucking with eyes glowing, looking right at me, and I'm just looking right back at it, just thinking to myself, like, don't eat me, don't eat me, and fucking that you know. It comes back to me as an adult, and I'm sitting there looking at the hayloft and all that shit, and I'm just like, holy fuck. Like, and it's so far away that you just go like, fuck, was that real? Like, did that even really happen or what? Like, why is it in my head like it's such a hardcore movie? But it's like I just can't even picture it being fucking real, you know? But it was one of my first memories, like just being a little kid, right? So.
Do you know what that scream was?
Yeah, it's the sound cougar makes. Like they sound like a woman screaming. Like
really? Okay.
Yeah. So it's like just scares. Yo, dude, it sends the chills like up your spine, buddy. Like you're going along, and every couple of minutes you just hear it, and you're just like fucking yikes.
Look up that when I get a chance.
And you know you're just miles and miles from the nearest human. Like you're just like no one's helping you. You know what I mean? Like you're just so far out there.
Wow. You just have to stay still until it hopefully leaves. Well, man, that's crazy.
That's what I yeah. So now as an adult, I don't even know if it really happened. You know what I mean? But like as a kid, I was just like fully fucking convinced, you know.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's pretty profound one, man. Like when you're like having full on social interactions with multiple people, and you have like full on scene, and then it's not there. That's definitely gotta give you some questions, eh?
Like, what's up? That was fun, and then they're not even there. It doesn't even the physical thing doesn't even exist. Not let alone the car and the people, but like there's not even a crater there. There was never a crater there. So I was so confused and disturbed, by that, and it still freaks me out. Like I don't know what that was. Like I literally remember.
Oh fuck!
Down into a 3-foot crater. So crazy, dude. Yeah, I didn't just see it.
Dude, here's one for you.
What do you got?
Well, when I was about 10, I fucking fell on my head playing hockey. My fucking vertebrae almost popped out. And so I had to spend about a month in the hospital with this apparatus around my fucking neck and shit, right? And so I had not much to do. I had a deck of cards and stuff, and I was sitting there amusing myself with the deck of cards. And I was just like, I'm going to try guessing the cards, right? So I fucking just said, fuck, 10 of diamonds, flipped it over, 10 of diamonds. Like fuck, what the fuck? I'm like 5 of club. Dude, I did like about fucking 7 or 8 in a row, and I'm just starting to really like freak myself out. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna say ace of spades. There's no fucking way it'll be the ace of spades. Like I tried to sabotage it, right? I'm like, it can't be the most famous card in the deck. So I'm like, fuck it, ace of spades. Flip it over, it's the ace of spades. I fucking didn't even try another one. I just put the deck back together and fucking put it back. I was just like, I never tried it again. I got about eight in a row, and then I tried sabotaging it, and it still was right. And I was just like, okay, this is fuck. I don't get this. So fucking I'm out.
That is amazing. That's definitely qualifies as a glitch matrix moment. I mean, we're not sure why that was even happening. Like,
what was even causing that to happen, man? That's crazy. That's amazing. Yeah. That's a wild one.
Yeah, you don't. You don't get it. And you're just like, fuck this. I don't want to know the answer.
Yeah, that brings me up. One time we were at a bar and we were having a good time. It was really crowded. It was like a dance floor. It was like a bar dance club kind of place, and it was an alternative place. So they played industrial and punk rock and stuff like that, not just like regular dance music. And two of my friends and myself had a experience where a short Amish guy, I mean, he was dressed, he had a straw hat, he had suspenders, he had a blue shirt, he had he was a 100% Amish dude with the full gear get up, but he was much shorter than us. He was like 4 or 5 feet tall, which was odd, but some people are super short, so it's not that odd. And he was out on the dance floor with us, and he was like giving us high fives or whatever, and we were like, what is going on? Like, why is an Amish dude at the bar? Like, how did he even get here? Like, they don't drive cars or anything. They take horse and buggies everywhere. And I know they didn't take a horse and buggy to downtown to go to a bar. I don't even think they drink alcohol. I'm not sure how the alcohol works with them, but they're pretty ultra religious, so it wouldn't really be at a bar. So we hung out with them. We were high-fiving him and laughing, and he was like dancing with us, and we all held hands, and we were jumping up and down to whatever song was going on at the time, probably like Rage Against the Machine or something, like hype like that. And then so then he was smiling, we were laughing, just having a great time, and then he disappeared into the crowd. And then after it happened, we were talking to our friends like, yeah, man, that was crazy, right? You saw that dude, right? No one saw him, none of our friends. And we were there with like 10 friends that were in the same room with us dancing. No one saw him except for three of us, and we can't explain it. We never saw him again, and we have no idea what that was or why. But our friends literally were like, stop messing with us, like kind of thing. Like they thought we were playing a joke on them, but we were dead serious. And it was another thing where we literally touched his hand. We were giving him high fives and everything, and disappeared into the crowd. Never saw him again. Makes no sense why he would even be there in the first place. And that's a glitch in the Matrix moment that I can't explain of what that was. Was it a real person? Was he really there? Did 10 of our friends just not see us jump up and down with them in the middle of the dance floor for like 5 minutes? Like, how could you not see that? I don't know. I can't. Maybe it was real. Maybe everyone really did miss it, but that's hard to believe because it's like a tight pack. The room's not that big. Like it's just a small dance floor. So yeah, man. And in Boston one time, I saw a guy walking down the street and passed him in my car. Went to the red light, turned right, drove a couple more blocks down, and the same guy in the same exact outfit was walking the same direction, but it was like 5 or 6 blocks from where he just was, and there's no way he could have walked that far. So that caught my attention and glitched out, and I can't explain that. The only way that would be possible if there were like twins walking in the same outfit, like 10 blocks apart, which is possible, but that one was weird. But that's a little one, but it definitely caught my attention. Like, wait, I just saw that guy like 10 blocks ago. There's no way he could physically be here right now. I just stopped at a red light for like a minute or two or whatever a red light is. So, yeah, man, those are some of my glitch moments that I can't explain. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that goes with like quantum physics and all that kind of shit. Like I started trying to read that shit because I was just like, wow, I want to take on the most difficult subjects that
oh wow
have,
okay
right? So I'm
like, yeah, nice.
I'm like, all right, quantum physics, right? So I fucking buy a couple of books and start getting into it. And when you fucking hear when you understand all those theories, like having things jump from one part of the fabric of time and space to another part, like doesn't seem too wild. It just seems like yeah,
like the science
like
backs
not
up
being
like
able
weird
to
happenings.
not being able to.
Yeah.
Like there's the electron. Like they think some people think there's only one electron in the entire universe, and it's everywhere all at once because they've never been able to mark one and find it again. Right? But there's always an electron in every single atom, but at the same time. They've never seen one. They've never seen two at the same time.
Wow.
And they've never been able to isolate one.
Yeah.
And so it's like they think it's the God particle. It's everywhere all at once. In all time, in every particle. And it's just like in every atom. And it's just like fucking like shit just blows your fucking mind. And it's just like, well, that's an awesome theory, and this is a great story. Like the first thing that they always say is just we don't actually know. This is just our theory. But
right.
Yeah, that kind of shit, like shit jumping around from one place to another and all that kind of stuff. I have no problem believing in that shit. Like there's
it opens up a lot of doors for strange things to
know.
happen, and that like they're pretty sure that the multiverse exists, or they are sure now at this point that the multiverse exists. So like, did I slip into another version of this reality where there was a ditch at the campsite that they built, and then I slipped back out somehow, and not knowing how I slipped in and out? Like, did I just slip into an alternate version of the life I was already living, met these people, slipped back in, something slipped back out, and then the next day I was back in my regular timeline, and that didn't exist? So maybe that's an explanation, but that's some crazy shit, man. And then the question is, how did I slip out? How did I slip out and back again? That, who knows?
Well, when you think of some of the things that can happen when you're on mushrooms or acid, well, those things can still happen. You're just aware of them. Like you can experience them more fully. Whereas when you're in normal life and something weird happens, you have no way of fucking figuring it out. Or knowing how it could have happened.
Yeah.
But when you've seen all the weird things that can happen when you're on hallucinogenics, then it's not the hallucinogenics didn't make that happen. Your brain did, and your brain is still capable of all the same shit, whether you're high or not.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like LSD is out of your system before you're even high. So that's purely your brain at work. Like it's not a chemical that's it's not a chemical that's infecting your brain while you're high. You take it and it sparks your brain and it leaves your body and it can't even be detected within 1 hour of you ingesting it. Yeah, you go for 8 hours. Yeah. So your brain's still capable of all that shit, but you're just in a different mode. You're just in like normal life mode where weird things don't happen. And then but
good point.
When something weird.
Yeah, from my brain. Maybe I triggered something just by being in a good mood or something, like having fun camping. All of a sudden, it triggered some extra chemicals in the release.
You could have invented a whole set of friends for yourself.
Took a peek into one of the other timelines, which there apparently are an infinite amount. So that's also interesting. I don't know. We're getting above my pay grade, but yeah.
No, you're having one of those mornings when you wake up and you're just like, and you don't know how you woke up, like you don't know where you are, or what you've where you've been the night before and stuff like that. You're just like, fuck, this could just as easily be a fucking death and a rebirth.
I have that once in a while.
If you like once you lose track of where you are in place and time, and you all of a sudden you wake up passed out on some floor somewhere, you're like, well, in theory, I could have totally swapped universes, like I wouldn't even known it.
Yes. What if every morning you wake up and it takes you a second or two to remember who you are and where you are? What if every time that happened, you just shifted gears into a different multiverse? Or what if every time you make a decision, what if every decision to buy milk, not to buy milk, to put on my green socks, to put on my red socks, what if every decision shifts you into a different multiverse? That's possible.
That's what they say.
But so then it's like,
that's what they say.
I can't control it, but I need to be careful about my decisions, but not really because you can't control it anyway. So, man, yeah. Yep.
I'm glad there's so much shit we don't know about being alive. Like it would suck if we knew everything, because then nothing would be a surprise or fucking, so that kind of shit. I just enjoy it. It's just like, if we had everything, if we had it all figured out, it'd be boring.
Yes, definitely. Need room for fun, for fun things to happen. Yeah.
Actual God comes down and says, okay, all right, you guys, fuck, this is actually the way shit is. I'd just be so let down. I liked it way more when I thought things could just be fucking anything,
It's way more fun, when magic is real, it's way more fun. Definitely. There's so many.
Don't look behind the curtain.
Yeah. There's so many glitch stories that there's something going on there. There's just way too many of them just to be a coincidence. Like you could fall down a YouTube and Reddit rabbit hole with that for sure. I definitely have. There was one that someone got into a head-on car crash and died, and then they got into a car crash. They died, and then they were back on the road heading the same direction at the same truck, but they didn't die. They had a second chance to swerve from the truck. Like they remember crashing into the truck, everything going black, and then in a flick of an eye, they were back in the car, still heading toward the truck, and the crash had never happened, and then they swerved. That's crazy. That's a crazy time slip, man. And that's a quantum thing that like borders on your on the quantum philosophy there or whatever. But yeah, that's some crazy stuff going on. What if we die
It's
several times in our
in
life, and then we continue on the timeline where we live, but we died to other people on the other timeline? But I don't know. There's only one. I'm not sure about that. But that's a possibility too. Like all the close calls that we've had. What if we died each time, but then we stayed on the living timeline where we just got away with it by the skin of our teeth? Like I've been in a few car situations like that, and definitely some situations where I'm like, man, that was a close one. And then like maybe the other timeline, it happened. I don't know, man. But there's only one stream of consciousness experiencing it. So what's happening on the other timelines? Am I just like a dead robot? Like, am I a mindless robot wandering through the other timelines? I can only experience one timeline at a time. Not sure about how that all works.
You gotta think physically. That's a lot of fucking atoms to be in the universe. If every single time that you made a different decision, a different whole entire universe was created, full of atoms and I just that's like a big bang, like for every 2 seconds of your life, and for every human on Earth. I just can't see that.
No, you're right, man. That's a lot.
Right.
That's a lot of CPU power or whatever.
I think. Yeah. You use up a lot of bandwidth.
Yeah, definitely.
I think the path that you're on is must be the one that's getting all the attention of the universe. But man, I can't. Yeah, it would be a lot. Like you just gotta think about the massiveness of that possibility. I mean, the universe is infinite. So I mean, it is within the realm of possibility.
Yeah,
it just seems like a lot of work.
Yeah, it does. But if someone's on one timeline where they crash into a car and die, crash into a truck and die, and then all of a sudden they're on another timeline right before it happens again, it's like maybe that is what's happening. Maybe it's like, and so their experience wasn't done yet. It was like an accident or a glitch, so they swapped over to the other timeline. Like, oh man, all right, let's throw them over there. Throw them over that timeline. They didn't hit the truck yet or whatever. But that's enough to wig you out, man. Like, I swear, the person swears that they crashed into a truck and died, and now they're still walking around. Like, what? How that's just
you might have negotiating. You might have negotiating power. That might mean that like okay, you smash into the car, you're fully dead, you're fucking, and then you're just like talk to somebody, you're just like, man, I don't want to be dead, man. I got too much shit to do today. I got people that love me, and then they go, you go through this big negotiation, and maybe have enough karma power to be allowed to go back or whatever it is, and then you go back, you're everything's good, and you're just like makes you wonder like fucking how did I get back, right? That's what it means sometimes when it's like when you just wake up and you're just like you think like man, how did I how did I get home or something like that, right? Like anything could have happened to me, but it didn't. Or did it? Did I talk my way out of it? Some cosmic fucking plane somewhere? No, man. Seriously, I won't. I fucked up. This can't be it. Send me back. I don't know, man.
Yeah,
it seems weird because you get away with so much shit.
Yeah. My friend's mom was driving to a party to hang out with her friends, and she got in the car, drove there, got to the party. When she got to the party, they're like, "Where have you been?" And she's like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, and they're like, "You were supposed to be here 5 hours ago." And she's like, "Wait, what?" And then she looked at the clock, and it was a 5 hour difference of what she thought it was. So she got in the car and just drove down the road to hang out, but there's a 5-hour window missing. She has no memory of anything happening or anything. She got in the car, drove there, and went to the party. To them, they was missing for 5 hours, and they couldn't find her. And this was before cell phones, so this was late 80s, I believe. So that's a glitch right there. Like she can't explain why. And her friends, they were like, they didn't believe her. They thought that she was messing with them. Like, how could she seriously be serious right now? 5 hours? Come on, 5 minutes I get, but 5 hours. So yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff like that. Another friend had a boss that went to a wedding, and the little kid walked up to an elderly person at the wedding and started talking to them. And they walked over and said, "How sorry, he's bothering you, whatever." And she's like, No, he's not bothering me. Actually, this is going to sound crazy, but this is my dead ex-husband. And because this little kid walked up to her and he remembered his past life, and he was telling her stuff that only her ex-husband would know. Her not ex-husband, her deceased husband. But I guess that is your ex-husband. There was not even a doubt in her mind that it was a joke or anything. She was like, "No, that's him. This is him." Like in this kid, he's in there. Like, so so my coworker, my friend's coworker, he didn't even believe in this type of weird like glitch stuff until that happened. And now he's like questioning everything he knows because he witnessed it himself. Like, this kid walked up and remembered everything from his former life, and his wife was right there. Dude, that's crazy, man. It's really crazy. And just weird stuff like that's happening all the time. It's like, yeah, man.
Well,
it's stories like that.
It's like a security blanket. Like people that refuse that kind of possibility without knowing why they refuse it. They just maybe they've never experienced it. Maybe they experienced it and then they didn't like it. But to refuse it is a coping mechanism. It's like you want the world to just be fucking normal, on track, predictable. You don't have the capacity to enjoy these mysteries and shit like that. You'd rather have conformity and predictability. Well, that's just a coping mechanism to just say, I don't believe in that shit. Well, fuck, everybody's gone through deja vu or fucking weird, you think you see something out of the corner of your eye, even the most minor type of glitch, right? Like, it's like everybody's done. Religious people will deny it because they don't want anybody else in control except God. Well, the randomness of the universe fucking like beyond what their idea of God's control is. They have an idea of a puppet master, not a fucking rando. Like anything can happen. Type of shit, right? Everything's curated, like a garden. It's all. Everything's figured out, and so when they to be confronted with the idea that maybe things aren't curated and perfect, that maybe some weird shit can just happen, some magnetism, some fucking solar flares, like whatever it is, man, like whatever kind of whacked out force of the universe that you don't understand that makes somebody disappear from here and reappear over there. Whatever it is, I'm pretty sure most shit can happen.
Yes, there's lots of reports of it happening. All right, man. Yeah. I'm gonna.
Look at what.
I'm gonna wind down. I gotta jump off, but it's still recording. So if you're cool with it, I'll just leave this on the tail end after the videos. It never stopped recording at an hour. So
if anybody sits through this,
they deserve their caramel apple and their treats if they if they get to this part. Feel free to sample it too, by the way. I think we said some interesting things there along the way.
Yeah. Send us a message. Hit the like button.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna say peace.
All right,
peace out to Doug or Not. What's up, Potsy and Cheese? Head Snack, thanks for dropping in. It's awesome. And we'll be back on the attack next week. And that's how it's going down.
Word up.
Get ready.
Yeah.
Get ready, man. Get ready. Here we go. All right, man. It was good to see you, man. I'll see you next week, most likely.
Yeah, you too, buddy.
All right, cool. Peace
All
out.
right, man.
Peace.